kyabe buli RDC agenda ajja kukuda n'emirimu twamaze ogigawa tekikyaliwo pulezidenti yamaze ogigawa
lwaki twagala besimbewo
wangi
lwaki temubagala besimbewo
ati kakati ekintu kyangu nnyo olina omulimu gwokola bagukuwa si ekyo okimanyi nawe nti RDC mukulu mu ggwanga okimanyi mu disitulikiti eno omulimu gwa RDC mukulu nnyo yakulya security yakulya emirimu gya gavumenti yonna buli kimu ekikwatako kakati ate okimubuusa wagenda ate mu byobufuzi omuntu abadde akulira disitulikiti agende mu constituency emu kiba kiki kati kibatugamba nti bwoba osazeewo ogenda gendera ddala mwabaliwo temugenda mugumire ku mirimu gyammwe mukole emirimu gyammwe pulezidenti yabawa temugenda mu bya ofiisi bateekwa okumakinga sure nti banyiza security kikulu ennyo okulaba nga tewali butabanguko mu kulonda ekimanyi bulungi nti ennaku zino kulonda kubeeramu otandika kwabavubuka batandika okwagala okulwanagana gurupu ez'enjawulo bamakinga sure nti ekyo kyo tekibaawo naddala mu kulonda kwa general election n'okulaba nga baregistrars bano abalondesa nga nabo tebakola nsobi kugezaako kukyusa results z'abantu ababa bawangudde ate nebogera endala kuba nakyo kireeta obutali buki singa oli abanga balese DRS form ze nga naye alina kopi z'amanyi okumanya nti afunye bweziti ate agenda okutuuka eri gye bagattira ng'ate bamugamba birala awo kyeta ki kati RDC balina okulondera ebintu ebyo byonna nga bali ne baddiso ne basisati baabwe kati nti bwe bubaka bwembawa nti babe n'amaaso moogi nnyo okulaba nga okulonda kuba kwa ddembe ne security bakikuuma ne bano baligesitwa tebakola nsobi nga balondesa gagenda ku nnyanja tetugaana mu bantu 1,000 wabaawo omu ow'empisa naye omu oyo ow'empisa embi tasaanye kufuula mulimu gukolebwa okugaana okuva ebyennyanja ebito kubanga ekyagenda okuteeka amagye ku nnyanja mwenna mukimanyi kyali kufuva byannyanja bitannaba kukula nebaleeta obutimba obwo babuyita mukokota se babuyita ne bateekayo bwonna obwennyanja obutobonabonabona ne babujjamu era ojjukira bulungi ti ennyanja eyo yali etandise obutakyabaamu byennyanja olw'envuba embi eyaliwo kati gavumenti eyitiriza kusirika busirisi nereeta abamagye ebateekewo ate nga bwe ŋŋambye ti abamagye tebali ku busoga bwokka wano abamagye bali eri ku Victoria okutuuka ddala Entebbe okuva wano wetandika okutuuka okuteera Katosibwa okutuuka Entebbe abamagye bali ekikuube kuleka Albert abamagye bali ekyoga ewampanga naye nga baaba eyo tebagamba nti banyigidde gavumenti lwaki ababusoga wano bagamba ate busoga si yonna ekitundu kyogerako kino kiri wano kyokka seeno si wano mujinja kati ddira obumenyi bw'amateeka tufuule ekyo bubeerawo nga buyinaayina nti olwokuba bajja kutuma obu I would like to what I know very well that Busoga is an NRM stronghold. Why do I say that? Because when you see the members of parliament who came from here, the majority of them were NRM. If it was not that, they would have voted generally most of them no. But the problem, I think, which you RDCs, DSOs and assistant RDCs and deputy RDCs, you must work on these remaining 4 months. Because the other people who are looking for votes, who want to become members of parliament, they are busy looking for their votes. But it's incumbent upon you to make sure that you mobilize the people to give President Museveni votes in the coming election. It's you who should do it. That's your job. It is a directive which I'm giving you, that you take time much as you are ensuring security of the district, but take time and mobilize people to vote President Museveni. Once you do that, I don't see the problem with Soga, because predominantly Soga is a movement area. And like the other side, where no taking routes, because the members of parliament also went. We are not, though now it's going down a bit. The momentum they had the other time is not the same momentum as in this central region. So please, RDC, resource, as you are ensuring security, make sure that you do clandestine work, ensuring that President Museveni is elected in the election. He's going to be elected, but you want to landslide victory from this place. So please, that's what I do, ensure that you do that. I've already thanked you for the elections. The only thing that this was the rehearsal, this was the mock. Those of you who went to school, but when you are doing primary 7, you used to do mock to see how prepared you are for the final exam on period E. Now, this is the mock you have. You have seen the problems. You have seen where weaknesses are. It's up to you now. Those lessons you have learned from these recent elections, and you see how you can beef up the election this is coming. So please, make sure that the lessons you have learned from this election, also this mock election, you take them. Make sure that the coming generation, one, very peaceful, very, very peaceful. You don't want violence. Ensure that there is no violence. Make sure that the RDC, you're in charge of security. Make sure that you work with the DPCs, CIDs, your colleagues, the DSOs and the DSOs. Make sure that information is collected early. And you know, why do you wait for people to make demonstration and protest and violence? Why don't you stop it before? Because this information you can have that a certain people from somewhere is planning to do this. Why don't you arrest them before they commit the crime? That's my advice to you. Arrest them before they commit the crime. So that you suspect that you are planning to do this. Therefore, for your safety and for the safety of others, we have arrested you. Those who know the law, they know that if you suspect someone is about to commit a crime, you arrest him. So, if you suspect that there's a group of young people who are trying to cause confusion, arrest them. And don't allow violence. Election violence is very bad. It cannot be, can take another sharp with the violence. Very, very, very good jobs, but you don't know. You don't know that you have very good jobs. This is what I've seen. The many years I've spent in the office of the president, over 30 years. But I always get a problem in the elections coming. RDCs, deputy RDCs, assistant RDCs, hankering for political power, for political posts. Going to stand, leaving your job and go to stand. A leader in the whole district. Why are you bothering for constituency? It's one constituency. You were a leader in the whole district. And then you decide to leave the district to go for a constituency. It defeats my mind, always. You have a lot of powers, some of them which we don't have. Some of us do be our bosses, but we don't have those powers. You people you have. If I have a problem in my district where I come from, I ring my RDC that can you help me? Someone is trying to take my land. Why don't I go myself there? So that I am the one, I'm the peaceful prince officer. And I said, what RDC? Can you help me? There is someone who is trying to take my land. And any other person can do that. So you have the power, you have the authority, but you don't know that you have the authority. That's why you want and then start going for politics. Why am I bringing this? We called some of your colleagues who are going to stand in a meeting in Kampala. I think there were about 30. We talked to them, and especially me, I told him, where are you going? Where are you going? What are you missing here? Which you think is somewhere there. I said, no. That's where we're going. There are some cases which I mentioned that we meeting when I was there. I told Hulu said, where are you going? You still a young man, you are like that, where are you going? I have to go and stand. And many others were there. There was a young man called Cassie. He was a deputy RDC. I told you, where are you going? For you can't win an election in Kawa. I told you people to grab. That for you can't win an election in Kawa. The guy insisted, and he went. And yesterday he came back to me. But what can I do? So, 3 weeks ago, when I met the president, he told me that I should stay in your lane. Don't go for politics in RDC. That's the message he told me to take. Do your job, don't go to politics. Don't leave your job over an RDC or deputy RDC and then you meander to politics. He told me that I should tell you that don't go to politics. Do your jobs. These jobs you are doing are so important. MPs, when they come to this, they come to you. When they have a problem, they come to you. Now, what are you looking for, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen? Including ministers. I said, well, the ministers flocking to my office. He said, can you help me? That Somalia has refused to help me. He said, why has he refused to help me? I don't know why. I've been to him twice. What you have so much power in your district, but you don't know the power you have. That's why you hunker and start to go and end in politics, which politics you cannot sustain. So stay, if the appointing authorities put someone, how do I call that word? After the more ways God has trusted you. If President Museveni has trusted you and give you a job of another RDC, why do you throw back that job to him? In my language, they call you one. He has given you a job. And this one RDC is one. For you, now you are throwing it back to him. I don't want to let him go and join Parliament. So please, I want to urge you. There are some people, this man here, he's been very popular here. He's been very popular here. He was LC3 here. I remember those years is the one who dismantled Puffo. There was a party called Puffo, some of you don't know. It was led by Bishop. That's when I came even to know him. He was LC3 here. And then when the Bishop came here with their Puffo, he moved on them. And from that time, even Puffo, I think, collapsed. And he's still here. One was I decided let me go and stand by the place. Sometimes people who were in my place were standing saying that I'm coming. But they don't see me coming, I just stand by them. So please, keep on your lane, do your work. Do your work, if these issues are going to start. Take time and read. This gentleman, the commissioner was asking me about the HDP4, about the 7 pillars of PDM. And PDM is your child. You are supposed to be monitoring PDM. I've seen the president wherever he has been. He doesn't call the parish chiefs. He doesn't call the PDM officials from Ministry of Local Government. He calls RDCs. RDCs tell us how have these people benefited. That means that you are the one responsible for PDM. Therefore, you must know all the pillars, and these people have been teaching you. Pillars, I hope someone will talk about PDM, Mr. Sadat, in this workshop today. So that you really know these things you are monitoring. You must know them. Don't know only this one, financial inclusion, where they are giving money, 1 million, and for you say, that's okay. There are many others. There are many others. So please, get all this, come to know what NDP4 is, because it's the roadmap for development. And you are change agents in these districts. You are change agents. If you are change agents, and then NDP4 is the one to do that work, then you must read. These books are already distributed. And now there's no even distribution. They send them on what? How do you call it? On website or I'm sure all of you have those things on your telephones. Those documents.
Even on the emails we shall send them on.
Yes, so that you know them. In your free time, you can read them. You can read them. But I was still emphasizing your job. There's a man yesterday who wrote that some of you, I think you saw it in the paper. Let me read it to you, just briefly. At least 31 resident commissioners, deputies and assistants resigned to contest in 2026 general elections. When the Minister for Presidency, Mire Babaranda, recently met all RDCs, deputies and assistants who are going to take part in electing bodies, she told them not to come back. That was the statement from this man. The minister is right, because this man is saying that the minister was right. Because serving as an RDC is a noble calling. He's a man who doesn't know what you're doing. But we're saying that serving as an RDC is a noble calling. That should not be treated like a last resort when things fail. The same message was echoed by the Secretary of the President, Hajjus Bakande. It is within the law and our standing
orders that once one resigns and goes to politics, she cannot come back. In recent months, Uganda witnessed a significant number of RDCs resigning from their position to go to politics, particularly the National Resistance Movement primaries. However, preliminary results indicate that some of them were unsuccessful in securing nomination. The trend raises critical questions. What exactly is the role of RDC, and why would someone abandon such a prestigious position? I want to mark that one. Such a prestigious position. Why should someone abandon it? So I've been telling you, this is an outsider now writing, saying that how can someone abandon such a prestigious position to go for politics? The honor, the influence, these are always things you have. The honor, the influence, and the national importance of the RDC role should not be taken for granted. The honor you have before the public, before everybody, should not be taken for granted. But you are always moving up and down. I want to stand and do what?
This is how I stay connected to God. I use this
You are very big people in those areas where you are. So really, I don't want to waste time on this one. You are so important. You have a precious position, which most other Ugandans, by the way, are praying for. Most other Ugandans. Some of these people, even who eventually don't make it and come out as ministers and then go out, they want these jobs of yours. You have seen that you have been having ministers who are RDCs. Some people who have been ministers become RDCs. So please, concentrate on your job. Leave politics alone. Let those who are going to politics go for politics. And some of you are young. You find an assistant RDC is about 35, he wants to go for politics. Politics should be people like us. Should be for people like us. You people, you have other positions you are supposed to occupy, which are very, 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 very strategic and very important. To be that I know for you now you cannot go. I don't think that you can go in September and write and say that I'm going to stand as independent. But please, I advise you, keep your jobs and don't go to politics. Leave politics for others. You already have prestigious jobs which you have. You have escorts. How many Uganda have escorts? Tell me, how many of them have they? Yeah? In your letter, when you're writing your letter, you say that you will be given security personnel to guard you. You can't imagine. Yeah? And then you take that one. Does the NMP have a security guard? Does he have it? It's not easy. It's not in his appointment. But for you, when we are appointing you, it's one of the terms. The MP, that's not in his term that will be responsible. If you want security, he has to apply and give reasons why he thinks that he should be given security. The Inspector General of Police, and if he doesn't convince you that his life is in danger,
till that day. But for you, it's a rape. You just do jobs like that, then you go somewhere and then you fail and then you come back saying that I want to come back, I made mistakes. The good thing that we tell you before you go, where you are going is not easy. So please, do your work, be serious on your work. The programs are there. You are the eyes of the president in the districts. You are the eyes of the central government in the districts. Everything which goes wrong in the districts, you people. So please, do everything you're supposed to do. Ensure that the NRM government takes root in where you are. Ensure that there is development by overseeing these programs which government has put in place, PDM and yoga and others. National Youth Livelihood. There is this money which goes to the old people. Make sure that the old people also receive their money. Those officers that don't be able to embezzle them, don't embezzle that money. Government has put in place so many programs which you people, you must really make sure that they reach the wananchi. You have a lot of work. Sometimes if I go to some districts and I go to others, I find a lot of people there whom I can't find at my office. And I say, all these people are in this game. So please, do your work. Don't be rude to the public. Be receptive to them. Don't leave them. RDCs are not supposed to say that I'm working from 8 up to 5. No, you should work up to the time when your clients have gone. Even if it means leaving office at 6, 7, you should do so. Don't work times that I work from 8 up to 5. No. Your work should be 24 hours. You're in charge of security and anything which happens. You are the first contact person. Now, if you're a first contact person, how do you say that for you, you're working in these normal hours of 8 to 5? No. So please, those are my issues with you, and you have to make sure that I've been told that the Soga is still a bit behind in terms of development. Sometimes I don't believe. Sometimes I don't believe that people are promising me, especially that man coming from this region. But I would suggest that please tell people to start growing things like coffee. Soga used to grow coffee. Soga used to grow coffee. They used to grow. Sometime back I went to that man. He lost his mother, Mr. Mulanga. I went to Boenge, and I saw some coffee plantations there. So please, try to entice these people to leave these sugarcane things where they're having them on smaller plots, and then grow coffee at least. Even if someone gets 10 bags of coffee, or 20 a year, that's enough money to keep that person for the entire year. I'm telling you, the price of coffee has never been bad. The problem, what we had in Uganda when coffee was the problem, was what they used to call crop finance. Crop finance. There was not enough money to buy coffee from the farmers. Coffee Marketing Board at that time did not have enough money to buy coffee from the farmers. But otherwise the market is always there. There's no one who can say that there is no market for coffee. Sometimes bad people around here went into the crop called vanilla. They went into vanilla. Vanilla.
After some time, vanilla failed to get a market. But coffee, what can only happen is price fluctuations. Price fluctuations. That is what is always there. Depending on the market at the world, at the international level. But even if the price fluctuates, imagine a kilo of Chiboko coffee, this one not yet how, is at 8,000. Even if it goes to 5,000, still you can get money. Even if it goes to 3,000, you can still get money. Even if the worst comes and it goes to 2,000, still you can get money. So please, do that mindset. Your pillar, is it pillar 5 of the of PDF? Do that mindset, your people. Why don't you start this? General Shaya has done good work in the northern part of this country. He has made those choices. They are now starting to grow coffee. And they have moved very far. Within 10 years from now, most of the coffee will be coming from that place. Because the good thing for them is they have vast areas of land. So land is not a big problem for them. And they will get money.